What up, though? It's your boy Q, back at it live in Q Studios for another episode of P's and Q's with Q. Now, is this your first time listening? This is a show designed to help you out in daily life, to help you out with your problems and issues. Think of me as the African American version of Dr. Phil. I'm just speaking through your ears, through the speakers or whatever, and I'm helping you through whatever that you're going through. Today's show, we got Q&As like we always do every week. I get questions from friends, family, acquaintances about things that they go through life, and I give the best advice that I can, or I relate to what I've been through, and we have a discussion about it. Also, we're gonna have a jam-packed, deep discussion about the word loyalty, what it means, what it doesn't mean, and how if your soulmate or your partner is being loyal to you. So we're just gonna dive right into it. Again, I'm your host, Q, GQ, whatever you want to call me, whatever you feel comfortable with. Just don't call me by my first regular name, my government. I don't want to feel like I'm in school and shit. But anyway, I guess we're gonna dive right into loyalty. Loyalty has been, I think, a top discussion lately. I don't know if because of the Chris Brown song, Loyal, and him saying that these hoes ain't loyal, and Keisha Cole coming out the remix saying that these N-words, these dudes, they ain't loyal either. And, a lot of people been asking me about it, and told me I should talk about it on my show. So here, I'm about to talk about it on my show right now. In my opinion, loyalty is overrated. I think that people get mixed up with being loyal and being a slave to somebody's love. Confused. Like, for example, you can date a girl, you can date a guy, and you guys might have issues. The guy might cheat, the girl might cheat, but that doesn't mean that you have to sit there and take it because you're trying to be loyal. You get what I'm saying? You don't have to take anything that's being negative in your life and say, well, I have to stick with it because I'm being loyal. Nah, you ain't got to do that shit. That's the wrong way to go about a relationship. I have a friend, they was talking to me about how no matter how much this person does bad to them, they feel like they can't let them go. Not because that they're hurt, but because they told them that they would never leave them and they will always be loyal to them. Now, my friend is a very intelligent person. Like they're definitely not one of these hood rats or these hood dudes that really don't know what they're talking about or don't give a damn about anything. This person is a real responsible. Yeah, she's a female. She's a responsible female. She take care of her own. She do her thing. But she's with this scumbag guy, and I'm always hearing about it. She always call me about it. I don't mind talking, you know, but she can't leave him alone. So I'm asking the audience today, right now, is if you're in a relationship and your mate cheats on you, your mate does you dirty, embarrass you, disrespect you, is being with them is considered being loyal, or is it considered being naive or being dumb or not thoughtful? I ain't gonna lie. I ain't told her that she was dumb for some of the shit she allowed. Like, and I told her that she cannot get mad at the guy for doing her dirty because she allows it. You know what I'm saying? For example, on P's and Q's, I always talk about my past love life, the shit that I've been through, all the bullshit I've been through. I don't really say too many names. I give out nicknames because I don't want to put nobody on blast. I don't want y'all Facebook searching and shit. I don't need that in my life. I like my car. I like my windows. I like how my car look. I don't need no ex coming out of nowhere getting mad because she relived a moment. She in her feelings. She under some Drake shit. And either she write me a threatening text message or she fucks my car up. And I don't need that because I think my insurance ran out on my car. I know I'm getting too much in my personal life talking about my insurance on my car, but I'm going to have to renew that before my birthday because my tag's coming up. Anyway, so, for example, I was dating this girl, right? This some years ago, and it was one of them times where I knew she wasn't shit. I kind of knew she wasn't shit, but because I was so in lust with her, and I told her like I'll never leave you, I thought like, okay, I would get rewarded at the end because I'm being loyal to her, even though, hey, she has a lot of male friends. She hang with B. She talks bad to me about her friends. Because at this time, let me share something with y'all. At this time, I think I wasn't working. I think I just had, this is like after the mother of my child and me broke up. So this is like '08, '09. Like we had just broke up. And the young lady, she accepted the fact that I had, a kid. She was like 8 months old, 9 months old, almost a year old. They accepted that, but always had this in their mind that Q, he'll go back to his baby mama. He'll date. Which no, the fuck I wouldn't. Fuck that. I wouldn't do that shit. But she didn't know that, coming from a female perspective. So I used to get talked about bad in front of her friends and stuff. I knew that shit. Cause her friends wasn't shit. Cause some of her friends I was cool, and they'd tell me, like, such and such said this about you. I don't know why you fuck with her. That bullshit. So I was in like, I guess I can say I was in like, I want to say I was in love. I was in like with her, and for like a year, not a year span, a half a year span, I was just allowing this person to do anything. They, instead of going to the movies with me, they go to the movies with their male friends. Now it could be strictly just a friend, it could be somebody they fucking. I wouldn't have known, you know. So when I used to get mad, I used to get fed up. I'll go do whatever I want. I might go to the movies with one of my female friends. I might fuck. I don't think I fucked, but hey, if I did, I fucked. So I fucked, and then, and if she was like noticing the new patterns in me, she would be like, oh, I can't believe this. You're supposed to be this good guy. What happened to the loyalty? I remember she used to always say, what happened to the loyalty and respect that you said you had for me? That's not being loyal. And then every time I would bring up, well, you did this to me, is just a back and forth thing. It's a blame game. And fellas, back and forth, blame game with a female, you never win. You never win. It's like playing Candy Crush and you can't get past that level. You're not gonna win. You can't get past it because no matter how wrong you are, I mean, yeah, like no matter how long wrong females can be, they always right. They always right. They find some way for us to say that we're wrong. So I was caught up in that for 6 months, 6 months of my life, claiming that I'm being loyal. I'm being loyal. No, I wasn't being loyal until I snapped out of it. Told her what it was. She brought up the word loyalty, and I told her deuces. I was done. I wasn't putting up with it. I'm straight. And I think this is right when Deuces came out too by Chris Brown. So I was feeling myself. I was bumping Deuces. I was in the '99 Buick Century playing Deuces. That's kind of whack and that's kind of lame, but that's what I did. Now back to the actual word loyalty. Loyalty is basically having this connection, having this bond, this trust that, hey, I won't do you wrong, don't do me wrong type thing. You know, hey, I got your back to whatever. I'm not gonna let anybody come between us. That's the type of loyalty that you should always have towards your friends, your family, your loved ones, whoever. You shouldn't you shouldn't be disloyal. Disloyal is talking behind your friend's back, you know, smashing your homegirl's, your girlfriend's homegirl, smashing your dude's boy. Like that's not being loyal. That's being disloyal. And y'all don't need to be out here talking about these hoes ain't loyal when you ain't loyal to your friends. And I got friends that I'm cool with, some of my male friends, we cool as hell, but I know some of these dudes ain't loyal. Not like on some gay shit, but like more or less like if I call one of my boys that I know they ain't really loyal to me like that, like they kind of sneaky. If I call one of them and I said I need something, pretty much I know they ass won't be there. But if they call me, on the other hand, Hey, I need a ride, bro. Can you pick me up? Yeah, I got you. What time? All right, I'll do it for him. That's just I don't want somebody's bullshit for me to change who I am. That don't mean I have to do for them. I ain't got to do shit for them. I don't have to put myself in that position where, well, I have to say yes every time. Nah, fuck that. You don't have to say yes to that. Ladies, y'all not loyal to y'all homegirls. Almost every female that I've talked to that I ever seen in my life, like just friends, people that I had relationships with, they always talk about their homegirl in a negative way. And then when they come around, hey girl, oh we about to go here and go there. It's like you not being loyal to the game, or your homegirl tell you a secret. For example, dating this girl, or I think I was with her I'm always dating or being with somebody at that time from I want to say from '05 to 2011. I was on the dating game heavy, and I was dating this girl, and her homegirl told her this deep secret, and I know I wasn't supposed to know because I knew who she was. So then, the thing happened. You know what happened? The next thing I know, I'm caught up in some bullshit. Okay, let me explain this to you. I'm trying not to get too deep into it because it's still a sensitive subject towards that person and they listening right now. I don't want them to get mad at me. You know what? Fuck it. They can get mad at me. All right, so the girl, she was in college. She got raped. It's unfortunate. It's not, a laughing matter. She got raped. And it was told to one of her friends. She told one of her friends that. Her friend went with my boy. So she told him, which told me. Or I really see it's very like it's a very dim situation because I cannot remember exactly how I found out, but I found out. So next thing you know, it got out to a lot of people. And then all of a sudden it comes to me as if I'm the one that told everybody. Which I don't, it's not that I don't give a fuck, but I don't give a fuck like that to be going around telling, yeah, old girl got raped. She got raped like a motherfucker in the college dorm. She was drunk and got raped. Like I didn't do that. I didn't go around telling people that. But somehow, some way, that shit came back on me. Just because her homegirl wasn't being loyal. Homegirl told her a secret, told her don't tell nobody. She told everybody. And then her homegirl gonna blame it on me, bitch. Oh, you listening, bug eyed hoe. I had nothing to do with that. I don't know. My boy told me. I don't even know how it went down. Like, if I said something to it, I don't even know half of the people you fucking know. So what I'm saying is, if your friends trusting you to be, trustworthy and loyal, and not go around telling secrets, and not going around putting their business on Front Street, just do that. Don't be putting people on fucking blast like that. That's fucked up. Fucked up. But back to the word loyalty. Loyalty can make you a slave. What I mean by that is you would think that you have to be loyal to the point where this person, can get away with anything and everything, and you have to still be there for them because I'm a loyal individual. I don't just turn my back on people. I'm nice. Nah, fuck that. You can be loyal from a distance. Hey, I got your back from a distance, but you ain't gonna bullshit me. Like, my baby mom, me and my baby moms, we had a relationship long distance. I was loyal to her for the most part. Like, I didn't really fuck with nobody while she was in a different state. She's in Indiana, I was in Michigan. I really never decided to fuck around or uh, choose to uh, venture out of our relationship, and I was pretty young. So was she loyal to me? No. No, I don't think she was to a certain extent. The thing about it is that you can't control somebody's loyalty. You can't control it. You can't make somebody be loyal to you. All you can do is hope for the best and hope that one day that you will be able to have the person will have the same loyalty as you do to them. Now I know I'm talking your ear off about this word, and I have other shit I'm gonna talk about, but I had to get that off my chest because a lot of people are misconstrued about the word loyalty. Don't be a fucking slave to that shit. Just do what you gotta do, live life, and become just a trustworthy person. That's all you gotta do to be loyal. Just be trustworthy. All right. So every P's and Q's episode, I always tell a story about one of my exes. We call it the X Files with me, Q, and I tell you about like past shit that I've done, past shit that they done to me. Um, it has gotten great reviews. I have a lot of people like, man, always tell a story. You always should tell a story about your ex because they're so fucking funny, and I laugh, and there's some of the stuff I can relate to. And I'm like, yeah, I like doing that, but I didn't realize that a lot of my exes listen to this shit. I have gotten, laughs from them like, hey, that was a good job. And then I've gotten threats like, you ain't shit, putting our business out there like that. You ain't gonna be shit. And, that whole typical, I ain't shit N-word. Try not to use the N-word because white people listen to my station, or my show, I shouldn't say station. And I'm still gonna do it because they're not gonna do shit to me. So, P's and Q's. Once again, I'm going to tell you a story. It's called X Files, and I'm going to tell you about a story between me and my ex. You ready? I know you is. You always ready. All right. So I'm chilling one day. This is with my ex. We were about. I was 18, 19. No, I was 19. 19. I just got a relationship with my first love, so I was ready to, get loose. It was this one girl that I know from the hood, from Inktown, Michigan. Knew her. She wasn't really a hood rat. I know y'all think, oh, she was a rat. She's from Inkster, Michigan. No, she wasn't a rat. She was cool. She was a little younger than me, but I didn't think she was too much younger. So I'm dating her, right? You know, I at that time I wasn't really allowed to have female company inside my house like that. I was with my grandparents, and they wasn't having that shit. They old school. My granddad don't believe in shit like that. So I snuck her in, my house a couple times, or one time me and her was in a car, and we was making out. I was like, hell yeah. I'm happy because I'm like, I'm about to, whatever, whatever. So I'm making out with her, doing what I gotta do. Next thing you know, I hear a tap on the window. Guess who it was? My fucking granddaddy. My grandfather. Now right now he uses a walker. He had a stroke maybe a couple years ago, but back then he just had a cane. He came down those stairs. He took that cane, almost broke my window, made me roll the window down. I don't remember what he said. I was so embarrassed. I'm dark skinned. I turned red as hell, like a damn Kool-Aid man. I was so fucking embarrassed, man. And she was so scared. I didn't know what to do. So next thing you know, she left. Got into a big argument with my granddad. Told him how wrong he was for it and how I'm an adult now. I'm 19, 20. I'm technically an adult, but I'm still acting like a kid. I had a tall tee on. I still was acting like a kid. So he just went off on me. He went off on me. I went back off on him. I left. I took my ball and just went down the street dribbling. So I'm dribbling the ball, and I know old girl, she lived close to the neighborhood. So I was like, well, fuck it. I got my cell phone. I'm just gonna hit her up. So I text her like, yo, where you at? She said, oh, I'm not at home right now. Oh, okay. So you know what I did? I drove past her house. Well, I was close to her house. I went around to get a view. Why was she outside with another guy, y'all? That hurt my heart. But that's not it though. That is not the end of the story. So I was feeling, pretty shitty. I got into an argument with my granddad for making out with this girl, and this girl ain't really shit. So I'm like, all right, whatever, fuck it. So I go back home. I just sit on the porch. I don't want to go inside. My granddaddy pissed me off. Even though he did cook some chicken, some fried chicken, I didn't want to be no bitch. I didn't want to just grab the chicken. I wanted to be like, I wanted to protest and be like, no, I ain't eating no fucking chicken. I don't want to do shit. You didn't fuck my game up. I ain't eating your chicken. But I went inside and ate some fried chicken. The shit was good. And he had made some corn with it too. Smashing. So weeks later, I still talk to the girl on and off, but my trust was very limited towards her. I didn't really trust her like that. So um, one day, well, actually, it was her birthday coming up. So my boy went with her girl, and it was all good. We was all, kicking it one day. My boy called me after we got done kicking. My boy called me when he got home, and he was like, "Yeah, it's such and such birthday coming up." I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, how old is she? And I was like, I believe she's turning 17. I'm like, I'm 18. It's a year difference. It's not too bad. He was like, in the words of what he said, he was like, no, nigga, no. I'm like, what you mean, no? He like, well, her birthday is Wednesday, right? Same girl. You just keep questioning him. Like, yeah, I mean, what's the deal? He like, well, I don't think she turned 17, bro. I'm like, what? So, I had a moment to like look back, at the phone. Like, what the fuck is he talking about? Like, what the fuck is he trying to tell me? Because now my heart is beating. Mind you, I'm 18. When I started talking to her, I was 18. I was told she was 16. So it was a 2 year apart. I just, like I said, I got a relationship with my first love, and I already graduated. I knew she was still in high school, but I'm like, she's like a junior. I'm like a year out. It ain't too bad. I'm chilling, right? So, oh my God. So, I had to like really think about what he was going to say because I had to prepare myself. Do I A, throw up in my mouth, or B, do I clutch my heart? I didn't know what to do. So I was like, okay, man. So you telling me she's not turning 17? How did you know this? He's like, well, I'm kicking with our girl. And, she kind of slipped up and said it. But I ain't make it known that you told me a different age. I just like, oh, for real? I was like, all right. So get to the main point. How old is she? He's like, well, she just turned 15. I was like, I said, come again? He was like, she just turned 15. I was like, you mean to tell me that this girl was 14 this whole time and I'm 18? Now, when you get older, if you're 20 and dating a 24-year-old, that's cool. By the time I'm 18, going on 19, and this motherfucker is 14, just turning 15. What the fuck do I do? What do I say to this? Because I didn't made out with this little girl. This little girl just started having fucking periods, and I just made out with her, and I felt so fucking nasty. And, I I don't know. I'm getting sick right now. I just burped because I'm like about to throw up just thinking about it. Now she's straight. Now I hit later in years when she got of age. I ain't gonna lie about that. Okay, I feel like that was some deserved pussy for me. You don't agree with me that that was some deserved pussy for me? Like when you get older, the pussy's mine because I know ladies you don't like to say that word, me to say that word. I don't give a fuck right now because I'm in my feelings. And I felt like, when you get older, you're gonna owe me that shit because you put me in jeopardy. Your mom would have found out. I'd have been in jail. I'd have been doing time. I'd have been on like a predators list or some bullshit. There's a lot of shit would have happened if I did that. Kept going on with it, actually being in a relationship with her and not knowing it. Because the thing about it is she was in her right grade, but she got promoted. And that's why it made it seem like, she was of age. So I never think like, oh, well, let me ask her. And she actually lied to me. I did ask her. When he first was cool, I asked her. She lied to me. So this is what happened. The conversation of discussing the age with her. So this is what I did. I I called her the next day. That whole night I couldn't sleep. Let's just put it like that. So just because it just, I know people lie, but damn, girl, you lied to me about your fucking age. So I had a discussion. I called her. She answered the phone, and what you doing? I'm like, even her voice now sound like a little girl to me. Like, what you doing? I'm like, oh, son of a bitch. I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. She's like, what's wrong with you? I'm not. I got a little attitude about something, and it's bothering me. And she's like, bothering you? What could be bothering you? What's going on? Did I do something wrong? I was like, you know what? Yeah, you did do something wrong to me, and I don't know how to come at you about it. She's like, well, I mean, is it that bad? I'm like, yeah. First of all, I didn't bring up the fact of I walked down her street and seen her with hanging with another guy. I don't give a fuck about that right now. I give a fuck that I just made out with a 14-year-old and I was 18. Shit is fucking gross. So I was like, yeah, well, I guess it's cool because she just turned 15. What the fuck? Whatever. So I was like, yeah, I got an issue. And I say, how old are you? She paused for a minute because I think she knew I caught her ass. She was like, I'm 17. I was like, look, I almost said her name too. I'm like, look, don't fucking lie to me. Don't lie to me. It's like, where are you getting this information from? Now you want to get the attitude. Remember I talked about earlier in the show, the blame game, you'll never win. This is where the blame game comes. I was like, what does it matter when what does it matter that you where I got this information from? Because anytime a person say that, where'd you get this from? Before they even answer the question, they caught. I want to know who told you this. Don't fucking matter who fucking told me that your lying ass is underage. Well, that underage, that's hella underage. Like I said, you just start having periods and pubic hairs down there. I don't need to be fucking with that. Not at that point in my life. Maybe later, like I said, I deserve vagina. I ain't gonna say the P word no more. I know ladies don't like that. Deserve vagina. So I told her where I heard it from. She get mad, not at me, not at my boy, but she get mad at her girl. They got into it. Her girl like, well, why did you even lie in the first place? And she said, that's not your place to say anything. It was my time. I was going to eventually tell him. All that bullshit. Moral of the story, fellas, check IDs. Fuck that. Especially now, these little girls out here fast and they getting, more mature in their bodies. Please, please, check IDs and make sure that you do background information because I'm closing my eyes cringing like ugh. But like I said, later on I did try to rekindle that when she got like 20, 21, and I was like 24. Let me not say the wrong age because I don't want to get caught up on P's and Q's with Q. I'm gonna say she was 19 and I was like 23, and I finally got a piece of that apple pie, and I was good. It wasn't even like I fucked and I just came because it felt good. It's like I fucked and I came and you lied and I had the last laugh. But then I did try to build a relationship with her, but it just didn't work. That's why I think I date people like my age. You only could be maybe 2 years, 3 years, maybe. I don't go to 4 like that no more. I don't think. I think I go like 2. I'm 26 right now, so I can do up to 23, 22, 23. I can fuck with it a little bit. Anything under 22, like relationship wise, I ain't fucking with it. The fuck we about to go to the movies all the time? No, girl, I want to go to the fucking bar. I don't want to be fucking babysitting. I got my own son. I don't want to babysit no bitch. I mean, no girl, no woman, no young lady. I didn't say the B word. I didn't. All right, now I got another story for y'all. Now, this story that I'm about to tell, it's cool. It's not as bad as me doing underage making out. But it was and I'm only saying that because, like I said, I was 18. The person lied to me. It wasn't like now y'all gonna be thinking, oh, this nigga Q, he a Chester molester. He be doing all these little young girls. Man, fuck y'all. It wasn't nothing like that. It wasn't like that. I went to high school slash like grew up with this person, so it wasn't like just fuck y'all. Anyways, this story is a little different. All right. So my boy, I'm gonna say Freddie. My boy Freddie, he was dating this girl, right? So they was dating for maybe a year or two, high school, and he was like, "Yeah, you should come over there with me because they got a bunch of sisters and cousins." I'm like, "Fucking all right." So we get a ride from his pops or whatever, and we go over there. You know, I'm thinking I'm looking sweet. I got the little uh fitted on with the jersey and the Air Force Ones. When the shit was sweet back then, I had the baggy jeans. I had just got my ear pierced. I thought I was cold. I thought I was the shit, y'all. So we roll in there, you know. I see how they look. Now his girl tight. She's straight. Then there's another black ass girl. She black than a motherfucker, like Coca-Cola black. She was kind of cute for it. Uh, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. I almost said cute for a dark skinned chick, like we talked about on God Talk Radio podcast about dark skin versus light skin. I almost stereotyped y'all. I didn't say it though, but it almost came out. Look, I'm gonna lose all my dark skinned girls that listen to me. Look, I'm dark skinned ladies, and we can match together. We can make an Oreo without the white. You know what I'm saying? All right. So she was cute. I'm just gonna leave it like that. It was like two other girls. One was a little younger. I don't know. I was lost. So they was. I really don't know the story in the beginning, but of what they had some beef with their cousin. Put it like that. But I didn't know that towards the end. I'm gonna tell y'all how this relates to one another. So I was over there. I really didn't talk to nobody. I was real quiet. If you know me, I'm a real quiet, reserved dude. Unless y'all bring it out of me and me talk. So I didn't really say too much. We left. And it was cool. Um, her friend, his girl, like I don't know why, all my boys, like girlfriends or whatever, they call me for advice or like I'm a snitch. I think I'm starting to think that I look like a snitch nigga. Like I look like I snitch or I tell. People were just like, "Oh, he's nice," and at first I was feeling like a little certain type of way about it. Like, damn, what the fuck you calling me for to ask me, is this person cheat? I said, I must think I look like a snitch or a fag or something, like to call me for some bullshit like this. But I've been told that I'm an easy person to talk to, that I give great advice. That's why I do P's and Q's with Q to give y'all advice. So I was like, all right, I could be cool. So they call me and like, you should hook up with my cousin named Jaleesa. I'm like, Jaleesa. Now I'm thinking like when I think about a Jaleesa, I'm thinking about like a light skin, thick chick with long hair. It could be weave. It could be weave. Um, I'm thinking about just being all right. So I talked to her on the phone a couple times and whatnot, and they put me on three-way, and I talked to her. She was like, "I like your voice." Like this is back when used to date a girl. This is before Facebook, MySpace, Instagram, Twitter. This is where you wouldn't know what the girl looked like, but all you can do is hear her voice, and she can hear yours. Y'all fellas, y'all remember them days where you're like, "Man, she sound good," or ladies, you were like, "Oh, he sound good. He look good." So she said, "Oh, you sound like you look good. What you look like?" At the time I was like 5'11". I wasn't even 6 foot yet. I was like, about 5'11", brown skin, because I wasn't as black back then. I was black as hell now, but I wasn't that black back then. So, um, I, I liked her a little bit. Her personality was cool. Her cousins, for some reason, I was always giggling about it. My boy's girl, she was always asking me questions about it. So one day, me and my other boy, because he, for some reason, Rooftop, we call him rooftop. Me and him, we rode our bikes all the way there. It was like 5 miles, like 6, 7, about 6, 7 miles. We rode our bikes to their crib. I wanted to meet the girl. Meet the girl. We put our bikes like behind a dumpster and shit. Like what type of shit was we on? Was we that horny and stupid? I guess we was. I'm at the rooftop about that. So we get there. He started talking. He the light skinned pretty boy ass dude. They like how he look and shit. But me, I was already talking to the girl, so I seen her. And actually, in actuality, she wasn't that fucked up. Like she wasn't ugly or nothing like that. She wasn't all cute, but she was straight. And I had already liked her personality. So, you know, we get there, we chilling, we talking. This is before you would get with the girls and y'all drink. We wasn't drinking or smoking back then. We just chilling, watching TV, playing around, playing games. I don't know, we did truth or dare or something. But me and the girl, we sat up there and she was like on me, kissing me and rubbing on me and whatnot. I'm trying to make this PG-13. Well, it's too late. I'm cussed and shit. It's rated R. So she was feeling on me, and at this time, I wasn't really I was into women, but I ain't never got to that level. Maybe a couple times before then, but this was something new. She sat on me, was grinding on me, all that. Gave me a little dome. Hey, I was cool with it because I actually liked her. So we left. We had to get the hell up out of there because it was getting late. We rode our bikes. We was humping because his dad was calling. My granddad was calling. The lights was coming on. We was young. So we pedaled. His dad called us halfway. Dad yelled at us. Put our bikes in his truck. Got to the crib. Granddad was pissed. I guess I was on punishment. That lasted for a day. I was never that guy that was on punishment all the time, or I was on punishment for 4 days. Fuck punishment because it don't do nothing. I'm gonna just watch TV or play my video game. Won't play fucking PlayStation. So I guess I was on punishment for a day. So anyways, a couple weeks later, I don't know, whenever I'm gonna see this girl again, trying to think of places to meet up. I think at the time Detroit fireworks is coming up. I was like, maybe I'll see her there, meet up with her. So I didn't. We always talk. So our cousins called me one day, and we was talking, and they had me on three-way, and they was asked me questions about her. My dumb ass didn't realize that Jaleesa, she was on three-way as well. Somehow they did that shit. So I'm just talking kind of shit because she kind of made me mad because I was like, well, it's only been maybe a couple months, and she told me she loved me and she want to get married, and I'm like, we only 16, 15, 16. I was just explaining to them I don't love, do you love her? I said, I got love for her, but I'm not in love with her. When you were in love, but it wasn't cool to be in love. I wasn't in love to be on some real shit. I was not in love with the girl, but I had love for her. But I knew if I said I loved her, that wasn't cool. Nigga, I was lame. So I'm like, fuck that. I ain't saying shit. So I'm like, she's straight. She cool, but I don't, I'm not in love like that with her. Mind you, I didn't told you, Lisa. Every time she get off the phone, she's like, I love you. I love you too. She'll come, hey baby, how you doing? I'm like, oh, I'm good. I used to tell her that, but I ain't mean that shit. You know how many girls I ain't told I love to, and I ain't mean that shit? Okay, I'm getting myself deeper in the hole. I'm not gonna say that. Now, I think from after 19, I meant love. No, after my baby mama. My first love, she know I loved her. She already know. But my baby mama, I guess, I don't know. I don't want to say I don't know how to. That's another story for another day. I might tell that story next. But my baby mama is sketchy. Maybe because I don't really care for her now. I can't really say that I had in love with her, but I guess I was. Anyways, I used to tell Jaleesa that. Yeah, I love you. She was on the phone, heard me say that. Um, they laughing and shit. So then, I guess one of the girls felt bad and had came on and said, "Look, I got something to tell you." but I'm gonna hang up and tell you. I'm like, that doesn't matter. So why do you have to hang up and tell me this shit? So she hangs up. She's like, all right, I'm gonna call you back in like 5 minutes. All right, cool. She calls me back 5 minutes. She's like, yeah, I got something to tell you. I'm like, well, what is it? I don't know why the fuck my pop-ups keep coming up on my computer. I'm sorry, and I'm like, what is it? She like, well, yeah, this whole thing was kind of like a plan to get back at my cousin. And I said, well, what do you mean? We thought that if you seen her, that you would think she was ugly and that you wouldn't like her because we don't care for her because she fake and she phony and we don't like that bitch. And I'm just sitting up there just like, huh, what? This is a plot against her, but she's like, but the plan backfire because you start actually liking her. So I'm thinking like this is some fucking Saved by the Bell, Hey Arnold type bullshit. I'm like, so this is a plot to get back at her, but y'all really, I'm like confused. Like, so y'all really don't fuck with her? Nah, we don't fuck with her like that. She fake as hell. She bullshit. Blah blah blah. So now we feel bad. So that's why we put you on three-way because we knew you was gonna say something that would make her mad. Now she's mad at you, and I'm sorry if y'all really liked each other. And I'm trying to play it off like, oh, cool, I'm cool. Now I feel bad as hell. Like, damn, that's fucked up to do her like that. And I told her, I was like, yeah, y'all bold. She's like, no, we not bold. You don't know all the shit she done to us, but y'all family. It don't fucking matter. It don't fucking matter. And I don't know. So did the girl ever talk? I talked to the girl maybe one more time. She had a fucking attitude, and I just, I didn't know why. I knew why, but I really didn't want to say too much. I was like, oh, okay, yeah. So I never heard from that. After like a week after that, I never heard from that girl again. Never fucking heard from her again. I was fucked up. I still think about her to this day, hearing, on and off, like, I wonder how she's doing or, you know, what's going on with her. Is she okay? I kind of wonder about her. Is she a hoe? Who she fucking? It ain't me. Shit like that. But whatever. And what? I have a decision to make right now. I could do Q&As, or I could tell a story about my baby mama. I think I'm gonna end the show with baby mama, and then we're gonna do shout outs and get the hell up out of here because I gotta get my hair cut. Gotta work out with 4. Shout out to Jay West. About to get it in at the gym. Him and D. My wrist hurt, but trying to get big on y'all. Anyways, all right. So if you know me, you know that I have a 6-year-old son. Me and my baby mom, we had a long distance relationship, and we not beefing, but I have custody of my son. I'm not scared to say it. I'm not gonna put her on Front Street about things she's done. No, she's not on drugs or a crackhead. She just doesn't have as she doesn't use all of her brain functions like most normal human beings do. I'm just gonna leave it like that. All right. So by me saying this, my baby mama could be one of the nicest individuals I ever met when she's right in her mind. But then when my BM, what do I call her? Baby mom, BM, what do y'all prefer? I'm gonna say BM. When my BM, uh, no, I'm gonna say baby mama because BM could say bowel movement, even though she ain't shit. But my baby mama, when she's not using all of her brain, could be the most spiteful bitch that I've ever met in my fucking life. And oh, you can't talk about her because you had a kid with her. And shut the fuck up. I bet y'all fucked a lot of people that y'all could wish y'all could take back. I can't take that fuck back, so I have no fucks to give. All right. So one day, my boy Mike was in the car. This when DJ Khaled came out, and I think it was the We Taking Over first came out. She in the car, and she liked the song, but she didn't know who sung it. This is what I'm talking about when she doesn't use all of her brain. Now, this is me like, oh, you dissing your baby mama on your show. You doing? It's not like that. She even laughed at that shit because she knows she was dumb as hell, and she act dumb as hell now. So, anyways, it's like, I'm listening to the show. I mean, listen to the song, and she's like, whose song is this? I said, oh, this DJ Khaled. Oh, you know him? I'm like, huh? You know DJ Khaled? I know that he's an artist and a producer. No, like you personally know him. No. Well, why do you call him DJ Khaled? Because that's his name. But don't you gotta know D? Like, don't you know? You don't. I don't think you would know him because you act like you said it like you knew him. How the fuck did I say that I knew? I didn't. I don't know this Mexican man. I don't know him. Well, I thought you knew him. Okay. So I just scratched my head like, okay, I'm not gonna comment on this. This shit is weird. Whatever. So one day when I was on the computer, we used to have Yahoo Messenger chat, and it was like the winter time, and I was like, I texted her like, well, shit, cause I had to pay my bill. Like, I'm about to go. I'll be back. Typing. I'll be back. I'm about to go back to Sprint. I gotta go up to Sprint. She gonna text me, you about to go to Sprint? You about to go run in the snow? Wish you could see my face right now. I'm about to go run in the snow. I said, Sprint. I'm about to go sprint. I know, Q, you about to go run in this cold ass weather, and you're gonna catch a cold. I hope if you're thinking about that, I hope you bundle up. I said, sprint, not that sprint, sprint. Q, I'm not stupid. You about to go run. What you want me to say? You about to go jog or something? And I'm like, I'm about to go to the Sprint cell phone store. Oh, I ain't know that's what you was talking about. I was like, oh no, oh, fuck. She was already pregnant. I couldn't take that back. I said, I really want to review this decision that I make. I want an instant replay on my life and just like review that. And you know how I do in basketball, they change the play. Like I want an instant replay and change the play, but it's too late. The play stands. Is pregnant with my son, and yeah, my baby mom, you know, I dated women that always ask me questions about my baby mom. I try not to say too much. I try not to be as disrespectful as I want to be towards my baby mama at times. But I will say this to all the ladies out there that think that every guy that has a kid or taking care of their kid, they got baby mama drum. They Everybody don't got fucking baby mama drama. I don't have baby mama drama. You know why I don't have baby mama drama? Because my baby mama is not really there technically for me to have drama. See, that's the misconception about Q. This is P's and Q with Q, so I have to keep it real. I have to keep it honest with you. I would never have baby mama drama. You would never have to worry about me fucking wearing. And I just gave prime examples of why you would never ever have to worry about me fucking with her if I'm in a relationship with another girl. Like I'd rather not like go fully deep. I know I'm going deep, but I prefer not to go too fucking deep about my baby mama because it's not right for me to put her on blast and say this and this and that about her because this was a person that I grew a relationship with that I decided to have a child with. I understand that. But at the same time, I don't have to be sitting up there like, well, yeah, I fucked her. Yeah, I had sex with her and we had a baby and, I can't say anything bad about her. Man, fuck that. She get on my fucking nerves. It's irritating because she doesn't help me with my child. Yes, I'm a single father. I'm not scared to say it. Hey, her family listening, I'm sorry. I ain't even put her on blast. I don't need no text messages or no diss statuses. Oh, I can't believe people would go that low and diss people on radio shows. I'm not trying to be like that. I got love for y'all. Hey, I still got love for my baby mama. I hope she does well and become a mature young lady. But at the same time, motherfucker gets on my fucking nerves. She's a fucking liar. Ladies, if you want to talk to me, like I said, my name is Q. I'm a Cancer. I'm 27. I like long walks on the beach. I prefer to write poetry. If you want to get close to me, then that's fine. You can get close to me, but you don't have to worry about the baby mama drama. This is like a PSA. This is like a public service announcement. And my name is Q, and I approve this fucking message. So, I just had to put that out there. It was on my mind. It was on my chest. This is talk radio. I can't talk. I can't say what the fuck I want to say. There's rules behind this. Whatever. All right. So, shout out time. Yay, the show is over. Yay, the show is over. I didn't talk about a lot today. I didn't talk about loyalty and being disloyal. I didn't talk about underage kissing. I didn't talk about fucking baby mamas. I didn't talk about, what was the other story I talked about? Oh, about plans against other family members and me getting set up with some bitch that they didn't like. Like, I talked about a lot on this show. I talked 49 minutes as we are talking right now about this shit. So it's time to end the show. I got to shout out to my family and friends. I got to shout out to all the people that's been supporting P's and Q's with Q and Guys Talk Radio podcast. Shout out to Abstract Jazz and Truthie. Shout out to all the ABT high school family. Hell, shout out to the Melvindale ABT. I don't know half of them little dudes and little girls, but shout out to y'all. Hope y'all have a good senior year, 2014 prom. I started to do a prom episode, but I don't really have too many young people listen to my shit like that, so I'm not gonna do a prom episode. I do got a prom story for that next week. I might do another show later on this week. I'm off Saturday, so I might do another show. Hey, I put the link on Facebook. I text it to you. Hey, you'll find out. Shout out to Rob. I always shout out Rob. Rob is my homie, my white boy. I couldn't make it to the hoop session last night. I was hooping somewhere else. I ain't gonna lie, Rob. I was hooping somewhere else. I ain't feel like driving all the way to fucking Jackson, Michigan to fucking hoop when I probably would have dunked on y'all. Shout out to all my exes. Shout out to all my ex-girlfriends for helping this show become what it is, because without y'all bullshit, I wouldn't be able to tell you about P's and Q's with Q. Shout out to my homegirl Courtney in Las Vegas, and shout out to my god kids, Karis, Chase, Kay, and Cheyenne. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to Little Q. Little Q will be graduating from kindergarten and go to the first grade next year. Yep, he's doing his thing. Shout out to Ross and Rufus, and like I said, shout out to homie Jay West and D. We about to go work out. I'm about to go outlift these niggas. Excuse me, I didn't want to say the N-word. Shout out to all the girls that did me bold, because without y'all, I wouldn't be able to talk about the stupid bullshit y'all done to me and create the show, because, not only do I have exes, I have people that I date, and people I date wouldn't shit either, so they might as well be exes, so I throw them in X-Files. Shout out to, like, random shit. Like, shout out to this weather, even though it's raining right now, because every time I do a fucking show, it rains. Maybe I shouldn't do a show. Maybe I should just shut the fuck up right now, but no, I'm going to keep going. Shout out to this. Shout out to my job. Shout out to Minnie Riri. I don't know who this girl is really like that. She kind of look like Rihanna, and I'm not a Rihanna fan like that, but she can get it. But I'm just chilling. I'm not about to do that. I'm at work. I don't like work relationships. I've done it before, and they ain't do nothing but get me slapped in the face and get caught up in some bullshit. So I'm going to keep going. Now, shout out to everybody at my job, all the cool people. I'm not going to say no names, but shout out to y'all, because there's too many of y'all. Y'all all cool. Shout out to my old job. Shout out to Home Depot. Fuck y'all. No, I'm just playing. Shout out to Home Depot and the people I'm cool with. Got my boy Joe, Richie, Mike, and James, and all y'all, even the girls, Sloan, Rachel, Chelsea. I know Chelsea just left, on Facebook. Shout out to you doing your thing. Just shout out to everybody. Shout out to the world. Shout out to the aliens. Shout out to the people that's alive, people that's dead. Shout out to Tupac and Biggie. Shout out to fucking Solange for kicking Jay-Z in the nuts. Shout out to everybody. Nah, see, that's a big shout out I did. I usually don't do big shout outs like that, but I do. Shout out to my enemies and haters. Keep hating, because I like that shit. It makes me do what I have to do to prove y'all wrong. Shout out to this food I'm about to eat. I don't know what I'm about to eat. What should I eat? Coney Island, Buffalo Wild Wings, Applebee's. I don't know. Shout out to my homie Devin. I always forget to shout out Devin. I knew it Devin since 8th grade. He cool. He about to have another baby. Shout out to him and his girl. I remember Devin was like, I ain't never getting married. Fuck bitches. Now he about to probably gonna get married in a couple years. He got a family now. Hey, ain't no wrong with that. Shout out to Tone Loc. I ain't talked to Tone in a minute. He been doing his thing, trying to, grind and get himself together and become a successful person I know he could be, He's still like the San Antonio Spurs and Brooklyn Nets, so he ain't shit for that. But cool, he cool. He cool peeps. Shout out to this shout out to this big head motherfucker on my TV. This dude head is huge. It's bigger than Ross Wade's head. If y'all don't know, Ross Wade is my boy. Check him out on Facebook. His head is huge. Um, Shout out to the Miami Heat. I really don't like Miami like that, but I hate the Spurs, so I hope Miami wins. Um, Let me look at the All NBA team. Shout out to James Harden for making the All NBA team. That's what's up. Joakim Noah made All NBA team as the starting center. That's what's up. Shout out to him and his long hair ass. Shout out to these clothes I'm about to wash so I can get fresh. Shout out to Saturday because I'm off Saturday. What we doing? Y'all be getting drinks. Oh, my homegirl Ariel, her birthday Monday. Shout out to Ariel, pretty eye girl. Shout out to you. So I'm about to end this show. That was like 5 minutes of just talking shit and just saying whatever came to my mind, just spit. I felt like I was freestyling, but I wasn't though. Anyway, I'm your host Q. This has been another episode of P's and Q's with Q. Oh, I can never forget to shout out to God. Shout out to God for making everything happen for me. Shout out to you. I'm working on myself, God. Just be patient with me. This has been another episode of P's and Q's with Q. I'm your host, Q. Check me out. I think I'm gonna do another episode on Saturday. We're gonna call this the prom story. I'm not gonna talk about too much about my prom personally, like a little bit, but we're gonna talk about like just prom in general. And I'm gonna have some guests come on the show. Actually, I'm gonna have some phone calls and they tell me about their prom experiences. And we'll talk to. I want to see if my boy will call me. And I'm gonna ask him why he didn't go to prom. So yeah. I'm out. Hope y'all have a beautiful, safe day, and y'all take care.